never felt much like a Judith. I was actually supposed to be Tom, the last chance for a boy after 2 girls and 3 miscarriages. I did not make that hope come to fruition. My mom, of course, didn't have a choice in the outcome, but she felt the weight of not delivering the desired gender. I felt the weight of disappointment. So it begins. We come into the world all messy, crying, screaming, or peacefully quiet after a difficult time trying to be shoved out of a ridiculously small space into a bright, noisy, sterile environment. It is so far from the inner sanctum of watered warmth and muted sounds that for roughly 9 months was home. Of course, it doesn't happen that way for everyone. I can only speak from my birth experience and giving birth experiences. I have to wonder how it feels newly minted outside the womb to be picked up by the ankles or feet upside down, measured plastic snot suckers stuck up our noses. We've got meconium, Deb. I heard on the replay of the videotape I watched after giving birth to my first. Poor baby, pulled out by forceps. We had picked the wrong day to give and be birthed. A tornado in town garnered the attention of the medical staff, and oops, my baby was stuck. Too late for a C-section. My firstborn was in a bad spot. They got him out illegally, so I was told later, as high forceps delivery had been against the law. The intent was not criminal. It was to bring a baby into the world, cover their asses, shitting bricks, I'm sure with no diapers to catch the mess. My second-born couldn't wait to leave the watery beginnings. She was the day of birth conundrum. Are you ready? Are you not? Contractions were here, there, everywhere, and unpredictable. I was afraid, honestly, that she would arrive in the toilet as I was asked to sit on before delivery, with contractions that were gloriously painful. She was delivered with the speed of a fastball over home plate, the doctor in full delivery garb, with literally the stance of a catcher without the mitt. Here she is, baby girl, cord around the neck, floppy foot and bluish. No sound. Come on, baby, cry. The 2 minutes that felt like 24 hours waiting for a sound was excruciating. Then came the beautiful musical tones of gasps and crying. There isn't a more beautiful tone for ears to hear on earth. It's life. Holding her at my chest for the first time was significantly emotional. I probably transferred some of the fear, overwhelm, and hopefully excitement to her little self. She had a rough beginning. They both had a rough beginning. We've all had unique starts to our stories. My mom was knocked out in order to deliver me. My dad, waiting in the smoking wing, as was per the norm during those times for labor and delivery. I don't really know, but I can imagine being whisked away, nurses making sure that my snot was thoroughly sucked out, weighed, measured, tested, diapered, and swaddled. Silver nitrate was dropped in my eyes to reduce the chance of infection, etc. I don't know who held me first, if it was moments or hours later. What I heard was, "You were the last shot at having a boy. I thought you were a mongoloid." Oh, the horrors. Not only was I a girl, but I may also have not been perfect. My eyes had a reaction to the silver nitrate, making them puffy, and taking on the characteristic of what is sometimes associated with Down syndrome. I didn't know what mongoloid meant when I was little, but it was obviously something not desired. Back then, babies with Down syndrome were looked on as freaks, damaged, and not the beautifully extra chromosomed humans that grace our world with unbelievable talents, joys, and a way of looking at life that, quite frankly, leaves me in awe. I was told how relieved they were that it was just a reaction to the drops. Being little, all I understood was I wasn't a boy, and I was an ugly baby, possibly damaged. It's where we all began, fighting our own uniqueness in a world of compliance, sameness, and fitting inness. Here's the poem. You Can Call Me Jude, poem 1. I'm not sure where I'm going with all of this eventually, but today is the day, they say, to be born. Mom's asleep. I'll try to creep out carefully, not to wake her. Oh wow, it's loud, it's bright, I'm crying in fright. Please put me back in my watery sack. Who are you? Where am I? What's going on? It's a girl. No, you're wrong. My name is Tom. No, stop. Don't put that in my eyes. To my surprise, you don't hear me. How can that be? Do you have the wrong baby? Maybe? My dad will be mad. I didn't come out right. My mom will be my light in the night, right? I'm confused. Can someone hold me? Mom, you told me it's okay. Okay. Can we just be for a bit? You and I, we. That's that.